For instance, it was an important part of ceremonies dedicated to the Aztec god Huitzilopochtli. When the Spaniards were not committing genocide against these peoples they met, who had made a comfortable life for themselves for generations and created extraordinary, glorious monuments to their civilizations, they were forcing them to abandon this source of physical and spiritual nourishment and replace it with barley, wheat, and other European grains. This, along with many other cruelties, led to the decline of the Aztecs and the Inca. The amaranth is now eaten all over the world, valued for its richness in protein and micronutrients. It is also grown as an ornamental plant in gardens, where it is prized for its vibrant colors and impressive height. Some gardeners, when reflecting on its history and its appearance in their garden as an ornamental, have a very fleeting debate within themselves over the ethics of growing food as an ornamental. B is for breadfruit, Autocarpus altilis, which belongs in the same family as the morus, or mulberry, family name Moraceae, from whose fruits wine and jam can be made, and whose leaves are the sole food of the silkworm. The breadfruit is native to the Polynesian islands, where it was found by Captain James Cook on his first voyage to that part of the world in 1769. Captain Cook was accompanied by the distinguished botanist Joseph Banks, who, more than any other single person, would influence the way many plants we're familiar with, some of them grouped into a category called the economic annual, were redistributed to various parts of the earth that shared a similar climate to the ones from which they originated. This was all to the benefit of that bastion of evil known as the British Empire. The breadfruit was sent to the West Indies by Banks, first to the islands of St. Vincent and Jamaica. It was regarded as a cheap source of food for the enslaved people on the islands. The slaves apparently were taking time from their labors to grow food to feed their hungry selves. The breadfruit was the cargo carried on the HMS Bounty, captained by Captain William Bligh, when his crew mutinied. C is for cotton, Gossypium, a member of the mallow family, C. hibiscus, which also includes okra, hollyhock, and cacao, or cocoa, from which is made chocolate. Cotton appears in regions nearest the equator. It has been used to weave into clothing for thousands of years. Adam and Eve could quite possibly have used it after they grew tired of using the leaf of the fig to hide their nakedness from each other. Cotton is one of the crops that played an important part in the industrialization and wealth of Europe. The community of people now disparagingly known as Luddites and portrayed as ignorant people opposed to the progress of the Industrial Revolution were really weavers of textiles who could not keep up with the vast amount of cotton produced by the enslaved people of African descent in the newly conquered islands in the Caribbean and the southern parts of North America. The mechanization of weaving textiles made the hand loom inefficient and unprofitable. And the hand loomers resorted to sabotaging the mechanized looms because they were losing a way to make sense of the world. Cotton, along with the sugarcane, was among the first commodities to make the world we now live in a global community. D is for daffodil, the common name for the narcissus. It is native to the moist meadows and woods of temperate climates. Its appearance in the spring is eagerly awaited, its shy yellow color and slightly bowed blossom almost indicating gratitude for surviving the long dark days of the winter. The joy and abandonment of the burden that is everyday life a daffodil brings to an English person is commemorated in a poem by William Wordsworth, I wandered lonely as a cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees.